will flourish. You will fly.
Yeah. Right, let's talk about Liverpool. 4-1 against Ipswich. Really impressive performance. Controlled the game from minute one. And actually, this was one of the first times where I've gone in at half-time. Chilled, right? In my match preview, I said I'll take a 2-0. But what I actually wanted was 2-0 up by half-time. We can cruise in the second half. Yeah. And genuinely, yes, we're top. We've got the best defence, the best attack, top in the Champions League. But this is maybe one of 2 games this season where I've gone, how nice is this? 3-0 up at half-time. No stress. Put my feet back like that on the seat. There's no space at row 73 of the Kop. But do you know what I mean? It was just beautiful to actually have no stress and no kind of anxiety going into that second half.
Ipswich, though, isn't it?
100%. We must. And we did.
Unless you support Tottenham.
Exactly. So, yeah, listen, the first goal, what a pass from Konate. Takes like 3 lines of players out in one. Great finish from Szoboszlai, man. He kind of cuts in on his left-hand side, gives the defender the shoulder. And to hit that across the keeper with your left foot, your weaker foot, I think that's a great finish. And he was outstanding throughout the game. Left foot, yeah.
He was threatening previous games to let off those rockets, wasn't he?
Well, he's done it a couple of times, but we just want to see a little bit more. Yes, we love the press. That's why you're first name on the team sheet now. But scoring goals like that is going to just going to make you adored, right? The second goal, Mo Salah, the goal that takes him above Thierry Henry in the Premier League all-time scorers list.
That's
it's just a fact. We spoke about this on Hot Topics this morning, so go and watch that. Is Salah better than Henry now?
What?
Well, it was the question. If you watch the episode, I still say no.
No.
But
he played more games to get there.
You don't need to worry about this generation asking that question. What you need to worry about is if Salah does sign the extension and he stays and he keeps banging in these goals, the next generation, they're going to be like, yo, is Salah better than Henry? And the fact that people are even going to ask that question, that's going to rattle you.
But what a question.
He's actually...
what an amazing
he's done
achievement.
it in more games, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, 30-odd more games, I think.
Well,
but do you know what?
Oh, he's not
a striker, though, is he, Rob? He's a winger. He's a winger.
Henry started as a winger.
No, but Henry was an out-and-out
started off as a winger, isn't it?
Started off, but he was an out-and-out. Listen, I'm not getting into it because I still think Henry's the best player I've seen in the Premier League. But the question now must be asked. If you can even be in that question, you've achieved greatness.
Of course.
By even comparing yourself to Henry. But you know what? The actual finish was unbelievable. You know, to receive that ball after the ball's come over Greaves' head, the time that you've got to react to that cross and actually bring the ball down and finish. It's an unbelievable finish. It can't go underrated.
Listen, he's playing with I don't want to say playing with a chip on his shoulder, but he's playing with this kind of aura and this aggression that is why Liverpool win the title. It's him, Van Dijk, it's those spine pieces. They're playing like, I'm not saying it will be their last season, but I don't know how to describe it. It's a we must type mentality. Yeah. Like we will be there type mentality. Like,
and I love it.
You know what I mean?
And do you know what as well?
Very inevitable.
Someone that you were slagging off quite a lot last season, Cody Gakpo. 14 goals, 6 assists already. We could be looking at a 2010 season, which is what we saw from Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
You know, Luis Diaz is probably going to reach that as well.
The 2 Dutch players there, they're the biggest improvements. Because when I was looking at Gakpo before, it did feel like a little bit nonchalant. Is he an 8? Is he a striker? Is he going to play a wing?
He was never an 8.
I was looking at him for Klopp and I'm thinking, this ain't a Klopp player. But Slot, it is a slot player, isn't it?
It's a slot player.
It's a slot player. And maybe that is the biggest change is for those 2 Dutch players. The new manager coming in, the new way of playing, or at least a new approach, has kind of, in the end, made those signings make a lot more sense because they weren't your hustle and bustles and your back and forths. But yeah, it's making sense now. He's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. Yeah,
and he scores another goal just after half-time. He scored one before that and got an assist. For me, it was the man of the match. I thought Trent was unbelievable as well. That cross was vintage Trent. Stevie Gerrard-esque to Torres back in the day. The way he's kind of wrapped it around the player, but it still literally lands on the penalty spot for Gakpo to finish is unbelievable. Yes, we can criticise the defending for their goal. Very annoying, if I'm honest. As I was leaving the stadium, that one flies in past Alisson. He'll be kicking himself.
What's going on? You left early?
You left because...
No, 92nd minute.
Conversation.
No, I'm saying he left. He said as I was leaving the stadium,
didn't leave early.
They scored. Did you leave early then?
I was very high up in the Kop. Don't try this narrative. There's enough narratives wrongly going on around me. As I was leaving, they score that goal, and Alisson will be kicking himself. You can't be conceding goals like that to a team like Ipswich. But do you know what? I thought Liverpool, that was one of the best performances I've seen this season from them, especially in the first half. To be 3-0 up and cruising, we absolutely love it. The songs are flying around. So yeah, great feeling to be a Liverpool fan at the minute. And I really enjoyed that game on Saturday.
Big
for
win,
sure.
but expected.
Expected for sure. Absolutely.
Is Bournemouth on your list?
Next.
Yeah, man. Got to talk about Bournemouth, man.
Yeah, we'll come to them. Subita, here we go. AGT, not every fan in the world can go to Anfield, but that doesn't make us any less of a fan. I've never said that. Find the clip of me saying that. I've never said it. Stop defending FSG for your own benefit. No benefit to me if I defend or attack them. Absolutely none. Be a fan first. Okay. It's outstanding to see you so nonchalant, you sausage. Well,
wow. He's definitely talking to you.
Let me just clear a few things up.
Damn.
What I said on the last show is quite obviously what I meant. If you're in the Kop, like I was on Saturday, the Anfield Road end, the Kenny Dalglish stand, the main stand, I guarantee you, not one person around me mentions FSG. Whilst the game is on, you support the players. Again, can I criticise them? Of course I can, for the lack of signings, the lack of ambition. I don't think people realise that if I come out and attack FSG, what's that going to help? If I come out and defend them, what's that going to help? I'm just waiting to see what happens. If the contracts get sorted, cool. If they don't, then we can definitely lay some blame out. But what I'm saying is, get behind the team. That's what you should be focused on right now. Getting behind the team. If you can get to Anfield, great. But my point was, whilst you're in the stadium, and I've been there hundreds of times, not one person mentions FSG whilst the game is on. That's what I meant to say.
I think if you guys were, say, 6th, 7th, I could understand more at the ground, FSG out or whatever.
Of course.
But let's not forget you're going for a title.
And the Champions League.
A title is the most important thing right now. It is.
Thank you. So get behind the team. That's my message to Liverpool fans.
You got to focus.
We can sort that out at the end of the season. Whatever happens, we can sort all that out. We can do the protests. We can do all of this. But right now, get behind the team, and that is me being a fan first, actually.
Because we did say,
Subita, get it right.
If there's anything
that
would derail you,
you're less of a fan if you don't go to Anfield.
Well,
my point was, if you're at Anfield, no one mentions FSG.
We did say if anything would derail you, it will be yourselves.
Yeah.
If you focus on those contracts, as annoying as it is, as bad as it is, if you focus on that and not the matches and not the game, you will lose the title because of your. And then they may still not sign, and you won't have a title.
Exactly. So we might as well. What you're saying is, you might as well get a title and get behind the boys, right? And then we can deal with all that stuff at the end of the season.
Get a title and rebuild.
Yeah, exactly. May as well get a title. Bro.
Exactly. But these people from the last show saying I'm a defender of FSG, just get real. Wake up, support the boys. That's all you need to do right now. At the end of the season, we can address that. But right now, get behind the team.
But the thing with the FSG thing, like say on the Salah thing. Yeah? And I told you that thing last week, what I heard about
You did tell me that thing.
I'm not going to say it openly because I don't know if it's 100% true, but I got it from a very good source, right? If that's true, you would understand why that negotiation's problematic. So, you know, we're not always privy to absolutely everything that's going on. But
it's tough. When you leave 3 players like that to the end at the same time, there's a group chat. All 3 of them in a group chat. Yo, what are you asking for? I'm asking for this. Let's keep bumping it up, all of us. Of course, they would be stupid if their free agents or those 3 players weren't playing each other's contracts off each other. FSG have put themselves in an almost impossible position because you have to renew them, but then you also don't want to put the wage structure in disarray. It's really difficult
What I'm
negotiation.
failing to understand is the point that Rudy is making. I've called them bad things in a tweet. I've called them bad things. I've called them good things. So I don't understand what your point is.
Plus as well, you know the other thing about this, right, is that we're talking about Salah is 30, how much?
33?
33, 32.
Van Dijk's 30 odds as well, 33 as well, I think.
Salah's 32, sorry.
32?
Yeah.
Van Dijk 33, 34?
I think he's 33.
Right, and Trent, obviously the Trent one, he wants to. He looks like he wants to leave. Yeah? But in the case of the other 2, they are players that are getting old. You do have to start thinking about life after these guys.
Sure.
It's just the reality.
But you know when the time is to do that? At the end of the season.
I know,
not now.
but you know the thing is about it, right? Is that as much as I think those 2 players are unbelievable players, I'd still keep them.
Yeah.
But what if they do break down next year, get injuries and stuff? The fans, which I'm one of,
crippled your club in terms of.
I'm a fan. You're a fan. We all do it. We're going to be there saying, "Well, why did we stick with these guys. We should have been looking to the future. Why didn't we go and get this younger person?
You can't win sometimes, can you?
So it is a tough decision to make.
Yeah.
Ideally, you'd be giving them both 2 years plus with a +1 option. Obviously, you got to pay them good money because they've achieved and the level they're still maintaining. But a 5-year, very dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's not going to be that, bro.
Yeah.
But like you just said,
they might be
bro,
asking for that. We
maybe.
don't know.
And then that's when
That's where the
negotiation
problem
comes
is,
in. That takes time.
Yeah.
But right now, instead of seeing who's FSG in and who's FSG out, forget it. Just get behind the team. I don't know what
Win
point
a
you're trying to
title,
make.
then
I've criticised them. I've praised them.
If I was
been
an
up and down on
Arsenal
them.
fan,
That's just life.
God forbid, if I was an
Oh,
Arsenal
God.
fan right now, I would be hashtagging FSG on Twitter every day. I'd be like, yo, FSG. You know what I mean? I'd be trying to cause some sort of ruckus.
And if you believe that I have any influence
the way.
over whatever happens on the pitch because of a tweet, give your head a wobble, my friend.
we see
Come
you
on, wake
chatting to
up,
Harvey
wake up.
Elliott with your
You did
little-
tell me there was. Yeah.
What?
You have got Harvey Elliott's number.
Yeah, man.
Oh, FSG
You're
gave
friends
me
with
that.
Jones
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that, man.
No, FSG gave me that.
You're not
to be
one of
fair.
us anymore.
No, exactly.
You got
Not one of you.
free tickets to the Boston Red Sox.